'cause you were born with mischief in your eyes and fire in your veins.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my September wrap-up. So, I am literally filming this at like 3 minutes to midnight because I just finished my last book of the month and I am still in complete like over the book. So, let's just get into this. So, the first book for part 2 is Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. I definitely enjoyed this one almost as much as I enjoyed book 2, which was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm interested to watch this movie now because I don't think I've ever seen the Prince Caspian movie. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read one of my favorite books of the year, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I absolutely loved and devoured this book, and actually, I am going to be starting Hollow City as soon as I am done recording this video, because it is the next book on my TBR list, so there we go. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. After that, I read Red Queen. That's so weird. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I completely devoured this book, and I am definitely looking forward to the next book, but I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read The Selection Stories by Kira Cass. This had The Prince and the Guard in it. I do know that there is the entire novella series coming out in one bind-up book, but I will purchase that book when it comes out and read the rest of the stories. But I really enjoyed seeing scenes from the first 2 books, which was The Selection and The Elite, told from Maxon and Aspen's point of views instead of just America's. And I really also enjoyed the bonus stuff that was in it. So, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. After that, I read Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and I was shooting myself in the head of why I had never read this series before. I really liked it. It was a little confusing, but still, it was just so good. And this is definitely going to be one of those series where I'm going to buy the physical copies. Sadly, my library actually does not have the rest of the series. All of their books for them got lost or destroyed. So, I have to buy the rest of the series to finish it anyway. But I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read The Heir by Kira Cass. And I just loved this so much, and I am very excited because there is definitely a sequel coming out to this book, which there really needed to be because she left you on just such a cliffhanger at the end of this book. But I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And another book I read this month was Shattered Blue by Lauren Bird Horowitz. I received a copy of this on NetGalley for free to review before the book came out, and I actually felt like it was not worth doing a full review on my channel. It was not that good, so I just reviewed it on NetGalley instead. But while this started off a teensy bit interesting, it was just so slow. It went from interesting to slow to interesting to slow, back and forth, and I really did not like that, and it just really wasn't interesting enough until the last like quarter of the book, and even then it was like so I only rated it a 3 stars, and I do not feel like I'm going to continue with the series. After that, I read Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. This was an amazing book. It kept me completely sucked in the entire time, and right after finishing this, I had major instant regret because they were actually selling hardcover copies of the full book for Ice Like Fire at the Boston Teen Author Festival, and I didn't buy it. And I regret it, because I really want that book. So you can be guaranteed that Ice Like Fire will be in my October book haul, because I'm going to buy it the day it comes out. But I really can't wait for it, if you can't tell yet. And I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. And yes, as I've shown in like every video where I've mentioned this, it's signed. And after that, my final book that I have read this month, and this should come as absolutely no surprise. Do I even need to, like, say it in words? Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And I am still largely fangirling over this right now. This was such an amazing, amazing book. I was completely sucked in. I could barely put it down. The only reason it took me 2 days to read it is because yesterday, when I bought it, it was such a blah day and I did not feel well and I slept a lot to get over being sick. I was still sick from going to Boston, so yeah. But I literally read 330 pages of this today and read like 130 pages yesterday. And this is definitely a major favorite of mine now. My mom was seriously like, why are you reading it so fast? Why don't you sit down and enjoy it? I'm like, Mom, I am enjoying it. And I'm going to reread it again probably 1,000,000 times before the second one comes out. I love this book. It is such an amazing book. It's just so perfect. And I give it a 5 out of 5 stars, and now I'm really sad because I have to wait a year for the next book to come out. And also, even though I have shown this in my Boston vlog, just saying, you guys should go check that out if you haven't yet. Guys. Her best friend is also named Kate and is named and spells it the same exact way I do. So that's pretty awesome. I got it, and my mom came home from work that evening and was like, "Come on, I need to see it. How often does a parent get to see their kid's name in print when they have such a weird spelling like yours is?" Yeah. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. And I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye, everyone.
'Cause you were born with mischief in your eyes.